Good evening, folks. It's Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project and Magnetic Reversal News. Don't leave out Shinrin Yoku. And tonight we're going to be talking about the genealogical relationships of presidents of the United States. Now, back in 2012, I was led down a rabbit hole where someone told me that many of the presidents are related to the same ancestor. And I know many of you have heard this. Now, a whistle-stop tour of every U.S. president's ancestry is possible through this Cullen report on the 21st February of 2020. From George Washington to Donald Trump, here is a quick overview of the sometimes surprising genealogy of every U.S. president in history. Now, what you're going to find is something remarkable. And that is this headline, is ruling in the genes. All presidents, bar one, are directly descended from a medieval English king from the 1200s. Now, a 12-year-old girl created a family tree linking 42 of the 43 U.S. presidents to King John of England, who signed the Magna Carta in 1215. Only 8 presidents, only the 8th president, Martin Van Buren, is not included. So, as of today, of 45 presidents, 44 of them are linked to this tree line, which this young girl is showing behind her. Now, Brienne d'Avignon is now 22. No, she's 20. As of the printing of this information. So I wonder where she is. And what she did was, when there were 43 presidents, she connected 42 of them to the same king. And d'Avignon is the 7th grader at Monte Vista Christian School in Watsonville. She started the project in hopes of tracing her own bloodline in France. But somewhere along the way, she decided to take her genealogical quest to the highest level. And what we have found is that 44 out of 45 presidents have a common grandfather. Isn't that crazy? King John, the signer of the Magna Carta, is the common grandfather for 44 out of 45 presidents. If you don't believe me, check out the ancestral background of presidents of the United States here on the wiki. And it was about 8 years ago when people started making this connection. Now, a good friend of mine in the libertarian movement has a GoFundMe up called the Jones Plantation, which basically lays out the lies on how you're a slave. Yes, the free citizen you think you are, you're a slave. And it's no different than the plantations back in the 16 and 1700s, even the 1800s, where the slaves were given a choice of freedom as long as they followed the rules. Are you following the rules? Does the ancestral background of the presidents of the United States, all dating back to one single guy back in 1200, King John, King John of England, who signed the Magna Carta in 1215, is the great grandfather of every single fucking president. How is that possible? It's not an accident. Trust me. But it is a fact. And you need to find out for yourself why that is factual. If you care, make a donation to the Jones Plantation over here on Indiegogo, and let's get this movie out to the masses. Let's do it now. Proper prior planning prevents piss-poor performance when the mainstream media has retardified the citizenry since its inception in the 50s. Tell-lie vision is the truth, and you're being programmed by the programs. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Unplug from the TV and throw it out your window. And be safe. We love you. And that's a presidential connection back to the 12th century that is a boom beyond belief. Click on one of the other boxes showing up, and they will probably not blow your mind as much as this podcast. So there's that. Be safe. We love you. Subscribe, share, love, repeat. That's boom.